session, we invite General Secretary, Federation of Indian Direct Selling Industry, Mr. Rahul Sudan.
Uh, so there are multiple people from multiple states and everybody understands separate language. So should I stick in Hindi or English? English. Okay, let me start. Congratulations, Indus Viva. I thought I have seen everything in 2024. I have attended more than 50 programs, 6 national convocations across 5 countries, and I'm telling you, this is by far the best. You can very well change your name from Indus Viva to Rock Viva also, so I'll not mind it actually, guys. My name is Rahul Sudan. I am a General Secretary for Federation of Indian Direct Selling Industry, that is FIDSI in short, Federation of Indian Direct Selling Industry. It's based out of Delhi. It's a direct selling association made by direct selling organizations or direct selling companies. Now, why this association came up? What was the need for it? In year 2016, government decided to formulate the business and move ahead with the direct selling guidelines. So they gave us a directive model how to take this business forward. But the guidelines had their own challenges. When some like-minded people got together, they said they have to do something for the industry. When it comes for policy making, framework, and actually telling or guiding government what to do. See, this is a new age business and not everyone in every department would know about it. Now, when we started scouting, the like-minded people started to meet up, and those were the one day when I met Abhi. For Advocate Abhilash Thomas to you or your loved CEO, I used to call him Abhi. And Abhi said me one thing very interesting sitting in Bangalore. Rahul ji, we have to do something for this industry. And not because for my own company, but because this is the best industry in the world. This was 2016 September in Bangalore that this discussion happened. And 1 year onwards, next year, 2017, association came up. Association main role is to create a platform. It acts as a bridge between the government and the policy makers and the direct selling company owners so that they can work for the direct seller. Now, for the gradual process happened. 2019 became a landmark year when Consumer Protection Act came up. 2021, direct selling rules came up, and then states started to follow. Now you have 5 states which have notified it, and there are about 5-6 states which have notified the monitoring committee. Now this is all what association does. Now for you to remember as a person, you have to remember only 3-4 things. So I have only 5 minutes. 2 I've already wasted, so rest 3 minutes. I'll keep it very, very brief so that you can remember certain things when you go back from here. First thing, when you choose an industry or when somebody close to you comes to you and tell yaar, oh, sorry, I'm getting into that Hindi mode. If somebody comes and tell you an advice that what business or what career my child should take in, then always give him an advice based on 3 factors, which is called as 3G. 3G, government, growth, guidance. Any industry that operates works on these 3 principles. Government has to support, there has to be growth in the industry, and there has to be people who will guide them. Any industry. So how does direct selling fit into this puzzle? First, government actually supports this business because of, again, 3 reasons. Just remember the 3 formula. 1, unemployment factor in India. India is growing at about 7.2%. It is going to be world's biggest economy, but the chances and the rate of unemployment is also increasing at the same point. So now the question is, how do you find those people? So that is where the first problem is coming in. Second is the skill development. Government pays enough money to people to upscale them. Now, to give you an idea, there is a government scheme where they invest about, say, roughly about 9,000 crore rupees in upscaling 3.5 lakh people. So if you break it down, government actually spends about 2.5 lakh rupees per person to make them employable. See the perspective. If somebody is a graduate, for making him liable to again get a job in outside, government has to spend this much amount of money. And you know what happens in your organizations? You have such wonderful leaders, such wonderful training system that help you not only to speak, write, present, but become successful. So this is the reason why actually government supports this business. Now, this is all about why government supports this and why direct selling will grow as a business. But you need to remain important thing in your mind. Why, if somebody asks you, why is this business legal in India? How is this business legal in India? What do we have to say? Now, if somebody can say this question, I can give them a gift right now. 3 things why this business is legal in India. Anyone? 3 things why this business is legal in India. This question can start from Ruby and onwards. No, business is legal in India. Anyone you get outside of this market says this business is not legal in India. You say it is legal in India. How do you prove it in 1 minute? Yes, sir. I'll give you only 10 paisa for that, sir. Quick, I just 2 minutes more. You need to remember this when you go out. You have to be 100% sure why this business is legal. And anyone, 3 things. Sir, okay, I'll repeat it again. Remember it by the core of the heart. First, Consumer Protection Act 2019, which mentions direct selling as a business. Right? 2019 Consumer Protection Act, everybody can remember? Second, Direct Selling Rules 21. Everybody can remember? Third, state laws. Just remember these 3 things and rest, everything is possible. When you go out, you can tell everyone that we are 110% legal and ethical company. Now, before I close my speech, I have to thank you people. First of all, I need to thank Sajid Khan. Sajid, this has been a wonderful event. God bless you for completing your 10 years. I happened to attend one of conclave for a very senior leader in Europe, and he was completing his 25 years in this business. And believe me, you are at that level now. The only thing I will not say you as this King Khan, because I have a bias towards SRK. For me, SRK would always remain the King Khan. So you remains an SK for me. Second, I need to thank Nishad, your Chief Compliance Officer, for working behind the scenes for creating a immaculate paperwork. Sometimes your backend team will not get that credit. What happens in Assam, Mizoram, and places, let's say Bihar, Orissa, even Andhra, even Telangana. But your compliance team works very, very fast and very fantastically. Thanks, Nishad, for such a wonderful support to the association. Need to thank Abhilash. He is my go-to man at 2 o'clock in the night. Most of you will not believe it, but actually, when I need an advice, I actually call Abhilash. There are very few people in this country that I listen to, and he is definitely one of them. Only of a reason that he looks at this business as global perspective. he tries to find out what is best in the global market, what is best in South Korea, what is best in US, what is best in Philippines, and how we can take it back to the villages of India. India still lives in villages, you know. It is still a rural population. So we have to take the best practices from there and implement here. Last but not the least, CM sir. Today, I met you as a chairman, but I'm going back as your fan. I don't know how much of you guys have listened to that 26-page presentation Andar sir has given. That presentation had all the 4 things that are required to run a company: vision, teamwork, heart, and mind. When I look at a company, I look at one thing: their fundamentals and basics that come from heart and mind. Andar sir, congratulations on creating the best company in India. With this, I would end my speech, and I'm sure my 5 minutes will also be over. But next time, when you complete or do another event next year, maybe in Thailand, maybe Dubai, or maybe in Australia, do call me up. I'll come. Thank you so much for your time, Jin.